touch the ground. So please hear me. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't really know what's on, 'cause I'm a restless. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't know where to go. Yeah, my hopeless soul. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't really know what's on, 'cause I'm a restless soul. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't know where to go. Yeah, my hopeless soul. There's a world inside my head. I get lost in it from time to time. No one has a spare key. The only one is inside of me. Go. I don't really dare to escape. Fall out in another space. So I stay. Hey. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't really know what's on, 'cause I'm a restless soul. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't know where to go. Yeah, my hopeless soul. There's a war in me tonight. I try to stop it by escaping it. This game has lost its fun. Got me out, take me down. Hey, I don't really dare to escape. Fall out in another space. So I stay. Hey. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't really know what's on, 'cause I'm a restless soul. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't know where to go. Yeah, my hopeless soul. I don't wanna fall back down. So I already touched the ground. So please hear me. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't really know what's on, 'cause I'm a restless. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't know where to go. Yeah, my hopeless soul. Oh, here we go. Feelings overflow. I don't really know what's on, 'cause I'm a restless soul.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of AJAWI TV, where we discuss architectural and construction related topics. I'm AJAWI and I'm kind of happy this evening, right? I'm always happy, right? So let's see who is in the building. Kino Walters, big up yourself. You're the first person in the chat today. I want to say big up yourself. Never seen that name before, so I never saw that name before, so I want to say welcome to the family, right? I do notice the names of people that are part of the family, right? Mark Q Spence, big up yourself. Logical Moore, big up yourself. Yannick Mackenzie, big up yourself, welcome. Byron Marshall, big up yourself. Regular subscriber who is a part of the channel, right? Life with Vonnie G, big up yourself. Welcome to the family as well. I never saw that name before, so. And also Yannick, I think I've seen Yannick's name before. I'm not so sure. Yannick, if it's the first time you're joining a live, let me know. Let me give you the proper welcome to the family, right? Happy Sunday, guys. Yeah, happy Sunday. Little Lee, big up yourself. Welcome back. Another subscriber that I noticed, right? Guys, I'm kind of happy because let me know if it's too loud. If the background music is too loud, guys, please tell me. Please let me know. All right. You know the social contract here. As you come in, just hit the like button, right? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I release content just like this one. Normally on a Sunday, I try to give 1 hour just talking with you guys, right? 1 hour talking with you guys and basically taking your questions. So let me know if the music is too loud, please, and if you can hear me clearly. Yeah, so I try to give you guys 1 hour where we go through a lot of things. I know you guys are overseas and some of you guys are missing yard. Actually somebody this week actually said to me, yo, you talk too much English for a man who has long hair, and you know. But guys, I it's difficult for me to speak patois, but you know, it drops in every now and again, right? So I know that some of you guys are missing yard, and you know, you would like to know what's up, know what's going on within the industry, within Jamaica, and all of that, right? So, and that's what I'm here for. So if you want certain content, please let me know. All you have to do is comment on the videos, right? And I'll always go through them and look at them. You know that, right? I tend not to do a script whenever I'm coming on to speak with you guys, simply because I want to be genuine. I want to be authentic. I want to basically just have a conversation with you. I don't want to there's a saying a pre-record, but that's not it. But I don't want to be tailoring the thing in such a way where it's not genuine. It's not a conversation. It's more of me thinking of what I'm going to do. So that's why I don't do a script usually, right? I try to just be as authentic as possible, right? I'm drinking water, guys. Drinking water. As you know, I have actually been doing some killer workout. If you're following my Instagram channel, you will know that I have been taking physical health, mental health very seriously as of lately, right? So that's where I am. So if you follow my channel, which is if you follow my YouTube channel, which is Andre_Allen1, then you will, you know, come along that journey with me, and you'll see the things that I do on a daily basis. I post on Instagram on a daily basis what I'm doing and stuff like that, right? I take pictures and I show you guys what I'm all about. The reason why I do that is because I want to basically have you guys be a part of my family and be a part of my life. So why not, right? Alright, so today's episode or today's discussion is around building with AJAWI, episode 2, right? Episode 2. And what I'm going to be doing is giving you an update on what's happening with that project, because I told you guys that I will be taking you along with me with that entire process. And basically what I want you to do, or what I hope that you will do, is you'll take things from it, right? How to operate and stuff like that if you are doing your construction, right? And I hope that that will help you to make better decisions, to avoid problems as it relates to construction in general, right? In general. So just as I go along, I want you to make note, see the little strategies that I use or that the client themselves is using. I will not disclose the client, one, and two, I will not tell you the exact location, right? I'll never tell you the exact location because that is confidential, and I will try to give you as much as I possibly can without disclosing the client's identity or without telling you exactly where they are. Alright, so I'm trying to protect them, and I'm trying to give you the necessary information that you will use, right, in the end. Alright, so one thing that I wanted to point out, somebody on the channel made a remark on the channel, and I was like, yo, I felt so good that the person left that comment, because it is a common thing, or something that is overlooked, if you get what I mean, right? So the comment left on the channel was someone who was complaining about construction in Jamaica and the fact that a lot of people come back and they get into problems, right? And basically a gentleman said the reason why a lot of people get into problems when they come back to Jamaica to do construction is because, one, they go around certain types of people, two, them they are dance every minute, I try floss and show off on people, right? Or three, they are doing construction and they leave themselves open to a lot of people, or the type of people that they should not be, right? So basically they're saying that when you're coming back to Jamaica, try to be as vigilant as possible, and not to overdo things, and to check the company that they keep, right? Also, they're saying that regular people that come back to Jamaica and come back to live do not most of the times end up in issues, right? And I agree 100%, because probably 2% of the people that come back to Jamaica you'll hear issues with, and that is because the media will always bring you the negative and never the positive. If you are building and you hear, if somebody come back to Jamaica and everything goes well, the media will never tell you, right? The media will never tell you. So keep that in mind, alright? Foxy 8030, how was your exams? I did well. I did well. I'm somebody that I know how to study, I guess. Well, I don't study. I use my experience to really do my thing. I got A's, right? I got A's and a few B's, but I'm not really concerned about the exams, to be honest with you. 90% of the time, you don't use the degree, you just put it on the wall. I'm more concerned about learning, right? And when I say learning, actually going out there and doing the things, right? So whatever I do in studio, whatever I do in school, during the summer, I normally apply these things, or apply them within my business, within my associates, whatever project that I have, I normally apply. I am only doing school because I'm only doing school because I want that piece of paper to say, you know, hey, you understand? So keep that in mind. Alright, so let's get into this, right? Let's get into this thing. Alright, so the first update that I want to give you, right, is this. We went, for the project that we're doing, I went and had a meeting with the client, right? So we did the bill of quantities. The QS did the bill of quantities, and before the bill of quantities reached the client, the bill of quantities was coming out high because of some of the finishes that were selected, right? So what I did was to speak to the QS even before we went back to the client and say, hey, this seems very high based on the initial discussion that I had with the client, because they had a particular budget that they were working with, and I know that from the get-go, so I was designing according to that budget as it relates to size, right? When I finish the drawing, submit, and we're now doing the bill of quantities, the QS came back with a budget that was probably about $8 million over budget, right? $8 million over budget. So I went back to the QS and say, hey, based on the things that we discussed, this budget is kind of really high. Is there anything that you can probably substitute or change to bring down the budget a little? And we had a discussion around that, right? He managed to bring it down a little, not a lot, but he brought it down a little. And then this week, as in last week, because we are now in the new week, right? I met with the client, so I organized a meeting between the QS, myself, and the client. Now, before I even went to the QS, right, I went to the client as well, as in before I brought the two of them together, right? For that meeting, I went to meet with the client, and I sent them the BQ. Excuse me. I sent them the BQ and told them to have a look at it. These are the new values and stuff like that. And they had 1,000,001 questions because they've never done this before. sorry. They have never done construction before. This is their first home that they're building. So they had a lot of questions, and they were wondering, why are the things so expensive, and why the house, given the size, is so expensive to build. And they had 1,000,001 questions for me. So what I did was to ask them to write down their questions, right? They asked me a few of them. I answered a few of them, but I didn't want to answer these questions without the QS being present, so that the conversation that is had between myself and the client is also transparent to the QS, so that there's not a lot of middle person in the process as it relates to communication. So the client is communicating directly with the QS. That's what I wanted, right? Once I answered her question to a point, I told her that, hey, let us go into the meeting. These questions that you're asking me, though I can answer them, I would rather the QS answer them, right? So we went into the meeting, and the QS went, she had her questions, and she asked these questions one by one. I was there to basically mediate the process and to help her to understand certain jargons and stuff like that, right? she she asked her questions, right? And we went through the bill of quantity item by item. Every single item on the bill of quantities, we went through it and related it back to the design, to see how we can help her to understand and justify why these things cost so much, and to basically explain to her the quantities in relation to the drawings and the reason behind it. One of the things that came up was preliminary works within the bill of quantities. So there's a section in it where there's preliminary works for the site itself, right? So she was wondering, what is this, right? So we had to explain to her that preliminary works are stuff like, you know, putting up hoarding for the site. If there's a site office, we set up the site office, or the contractor is able to set up the site office. If there are things that needs to be done before the construction actually start, that's where the preliminaries are considered, and that's why it is included, right? So once she's satisfied, then we went to another item. So we went through item for item and justified to her why these things are there. Another thing that she pointed out, or she was concerned about, was insurance. She wanted to know why the contractor needed insurance, and why shouldn't the contractor bring their own insurance and pay for it themselves, and why is that included in the cost, right? She was wondering why on the BQ there is an item for insurance, right? Fox 8030. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, right? Yeah, I'm putting in the work. I want to be healthy, right? Trying to get a healthy lifestyle, and I have to look good for the wife, right? I have to look good for the wife, right? So I have to take care of myself, right? But yeah, 18 people in the building, only 12 likes, guys. Bring the likes up. If you have any questions, please, you know, state it in the comment section as I go along, right? So there's a section for insurance, and she was asking, why does the client needs to pay for that? So we had to explain to her that the insurance really is to protect the construction site as it relates to, well, is to protect her, the client, from any accident that may happen on the construction site. So if there's work going on and something happened on the site, then she's not liable, or she's covered under an insurance to cover the person. So say somebody's walking by, right? And God forbid, something, probably a plank fell and it dropped on them foot, and them foot broke. As the homeowner, you are liable for that, right? If it is that you don't have protection or insurance that covers that, right? You are liable, and the person can seek redress as it relates to that, right? So they can sue you because it's your construction site, and you should have the necessary things in place to protect them. Also, if there's an accident on the site itself, maybe one of the worker get hurt and stuff like that, they are really protected, right? The client is protected against that because there's insurance in place that will cover such a situation. So she had questions about that, which we explained to her that, hey, this is what it is for. It protects you, it protects the contractor as well, because there's an insurance factor as it relates to the contractor. also, right? So if something happens, you're covered. Alright? So that's what we had to explain to her. As we proceeded, the more we went through the bill of quantities, right? The more we went through the bill of quantities, item by item, she realized that, hey, these things are needed because she don't want to be liable in such a situation. Because you build a $4 million house and somebody walk past and some drop on them foot and it costs you $1 million. It don't make no sense. You understand? So so that was the situation. Yeah, so that was the situation. One of the things that we discussed was she was concerned about the fact that the items themselves are so expensive, and she was basically concerned that the cost for an item may be, say, $10, right? And the contractor may mark it up to $20, and they install an item that is valued at $10, but they charge her $20 for the item itself, and then they charge her installation cost, which is always an issue for Jamaicans, right? We are always concerned about that. So the solution that we came up with was that AJAWI Construction will take on the purchasing of the materials for her while she's there. So we will basically go to the different hardwares and stuff like that. We'll get our shipping container, put it on the site as a site office, and then purchase the material and store it. And as they need it, they utilize the material, and the cost that the contractor will give will really be a service charge instead of a material and labor cost, right? So it's more of a labor cost rather than material plus labor. So they want to purchase the material, and then the contractor comes and use the material accordingly, right? So that was the solution in such a situation. So with that said, you can always tailor your construction contract according to how you see it best, right? So don't think that because you're doing construction and you know do your bill of quantities and you see the cost, material and labor, means that you have to do the material labor or give the contract as a material and labor contract. You can tailor the contract according to how you see fit. The reason for why she ended up doing it or going that direction is because she would feel more comfortable with me monitoring that, right, for her. She trusted me more than to go trust the contractor, which I understood. I never had a problem with her allowing the contractor to buy the material because I would have overseen it anyways. But the fact that she's overseas, she wants somebody that she know that, okay, if the material costs X, I'm going to give her the receipt and ensure that it is bought at that price and then delivered on site, right? And she don't mind that such a situation, right? So you can always do that. Next thing that we confirmed was that the quantity surveyor will be a part of the process as it relates to selecting the contractor and the whole purchasing as well, right? So the QS will be a part of the purchasing of the material and arranging for it to be on the construction site, right? So you can always do that. You can always speak to your QS and have an arrangement in place with them, alright? Alright, so the big news of all of that was that her building plan has been approved. Her BQ is now ready. So I'm now supposed to go and pick up her bill of quantities. I'm supposed to go pick up her no, sorry, not bill of quantities. I'm supposed to go pick up her drawings, right, from the parish council this week. So I will bring you guys along with me as it relates to that. So I have to drive to Black River to pick up her drawings. So yeah, I do submittal across the island, right? Any parish it is, I will do it. Right? So that's pretty much where that is as it relates to that project, right? So the drawings have been approved, her bill of quantities is ready, and we are now going to move into actually selecting the contractors and having a few of them for her to look at, review. The QS will also review the contractor, review the bids, and then we select one and move forward, right? So that will be a process. Once I reach on site, once with breaking ground, you will know. I will show you the breaking ground process and stuff like that. Alright? Alrighty. So you basically got your update on that. So you guys can ask your questions in the chat, whether it be in relation to this or other aspects, right? Okay, bingo. So alright guys, so one person reached out to me, right? And they were like, Ajawi, I want to know how much to do how much the cost of construction will be for something, right? And I was like, use the construction calculator. So I wanted to bring that up a little and let you guys know that, hey guys, remember, when you call me to calculate something for you as it relates to the cost of construction, it's gonna be difficult for me to stop what I'm doing and then go to do that, right? So that's why I came up with the construction cost calculator, so that you can do it yourself, right? All of the values are there, and I will review the values every 3 months, 3 to 6 months, right? To update it to be industry rates. So check that out. Always do that, right? Any advice for purchasing of unfurnished house? Low weight. Guys, purchasing of unfurnished house. You don't purchase house furnished in Jamaica. So I don't know what advice I could give you for that. Right? I don't know what advice I could give you for that. Alright, so somebody also asked me about mold, right? Mold. They are having a unfinished. Oh, my bad. My unfinished. Sorry, I need my glasses, you know. Unfinished house. Inspect it first. All right, inspect it first. Guys, I need to go buy glasses, right? Streamlabs, don't block Anne-Marie's comments, please. Yeah. Unfinished house. Yeah. So guys, I have a bot on the channel, so try not to type in all caps, please. Alright. Yeah. Unfinished houses. The first thing that I want you to do as it relates to that, inspect it. You can inspect it. I can inspect it. I do have the service where I go to inspect properties, right? It's called building inspection. And basically what we're looking for are structural failures, what the condition of the building is, and whether you can possibly use it to get a decent design at the end of the day. Also do a structural engineer inspection or report, right? To see if what you want to achieve can be achieved with what is there. So try to do that, right? Try to do that. Inspect the property first. Look for cracks, look for failing walls, look to see if it was constructed properly. The house that is there is actually constructed properly. Look if beams are at the proper location. Look at the sizes of these beams. Look at the levels. You understand? Look at the levels that are there. Ask them how long has this building been here. Exposed. Look if there are exposed steels. Right? So check that. I would advise that. Always involve an engineer in such a situation, right? Get the engineer to inspect, to actually go there and look at what is there and advise you accordingly. Alright? Now, let's see. Next thing is somebody else asked a question. Louis, as I say, an engineer. Right? An engineer should be the one to inspect the building. Oh boy. So what's your thought on buying a house from a developer who builds without an architectural drawing? Well, that's a rough one. That means that it's not approved. Building is not approved, so I know I wouldn't buy it. I know I probably wouldn't buy it because I'm not gonna spend a lot of money on a building that has never been approved or not been to the parish council, right? And it will probably not even designed properly, right? A company that makes good louver windows. What type of good louver windows? As in UPVC or wood windows? Answer that question. Wood windows, or are you talking about PVC, aluminum? What type of windows are you talking about? And I do have a video on windows, right? I have a video on windows, so you can check that out. Glass louvers. Alright, there's a place, Dougal, DUGAL windows and doors, right? They do really nice louver windows, right? They do really nice louver windows, and I think the ones that I show you is from them. They don't sponsor me, guys, so I'm just giving you this information simply because I like them. I like the product that they put out, right? So it's not, I don't get any commission from sending you to them or recommending them. they just do really nice windows, really nice louver windows, and you know. Alright, I'm looking for an architect that specializes in wow, the logical more. When you say how the energy flows on the property, what do you mean? Are you talking about feng shui? Cost of board, Shalom Cameroon, big up yourself. The cost of board going up. Yeah, cost of construction material in general is going up. But remember, you know, you have to always cut your suit to make it fit you. Okay, so construction costs will always go up. It's not gonna go down. It's not gonna go down. So you just have to try and, you know. Guys, remember, no all caps. All right. Macafana, I hope I pronounce the name right. What price are you referring to? The price for the company as it relates to reasonability? Oh, feng shui. No, I don't know any. I don't know of any architect in Jamaica that does look at feng shui. It's wow, we more look at how the space works and stuff like that, so, but not necessarily feng shui, so that's a different one. Alright, so feng shui is not something that I hear a lot of architects speaking about as it relates to like openly speaking about it. They may know it and they may probably apply it, but I don't see any in Jamaica that specializes in that. So, you know. Oh, the price of windows for that particular supplier. It is reasonable because based on the quality of the product. So remember, you know, if you want quality, top quality stuff, then you're gonna have to pay for it. So I believe it is reasonable because of the quality that I'm getting if I was to buy there. And I don't ever, if it is that a product is not high quality, I'm not going to recommend it to you, and the cost is going to be there. All right, the cost is going to be there. I rather tell you a window manufacturer that is high quality and you spend a little money, a pretty little money to get it, and you love it and it lasts you for a lifetime, than tell you, oh, John Brown on the road makes some decent windows, and you go there and you're unhappy with the finish, and at the end of the day it doesn't last long, right? You have to go change them out. So it doesn't make any sense, right? Logical more. Yeah, funny enough, feng shui was topic that I had selected when I was doing design studio to actually include in my designs. So I always try to work with look at the building and see how the person is moving through the space. But people that are specialized in feng shui, they will tell you that okay, your house need to turn say 90 degrees towards the north or 30 degrees towards the south in order to get the energy that is flowing across the property and stuff like that. I don't know. That's just something different, and it works for some people, it doesn't work for some people. Some people are not really thinking about that. Most people are thinking about, okay, how can I build in the most cost effective way possible and have somewhere that I can live comfortably, then not necessarily thinking about feng shui. Although for me, is it cheaper to build a 2-bedroom timber house or a 2-bedroom concrete house? Good question. A timber house can be way cheaper, and it depends on what you're doing. So you can build a 2-bedroom timber house very cheap if it is that you're looking at minimal stuff, right? So yes, it's gonna be cheaper, but when you look at really a timber house, 2-bedroom timber house, like those houses that you see in the US, those are timber houses and they're very expensive, right? So when you say 2-bedroom timber house, what you have to understand is a 2-bedroom timber house can mean anything, and the design can be out of this world. It can be just a simple, just some bare walls, right? So yeah, that's why I always tell people asking me questions like those, and I can't really answer them properly because it's too vague. 2-bedroom timber house can mean anything, right? So always keep that in mind. Yeah, check them out. They have been around for a long while, and they do some really nice. Okay, let me tell you. Let me show you. The company that I'm telling you about, they do really nice windows. And when you go to like places like Moon Palace or Sandals, right? There's a Sandals North Coast on the water where they have this heart-shaped property where it's over water, where couples mainly go to. I'm hoping that I can go there sometime soon for my honeymoon. I'll speak it into being. Right? You see those windows and doors there? They are the ones that did them. Right? They are the ones that did them. So keep that in mind. Look at it from that perspective. They are the ones that did those, and they mostly build windows and doors for hotels, right? Hotels and those places. So they're not, or even the Matalans, right? They are the ones that really does those really nice timber finish windows and doors. So if you go to them, then you're gonna get those type of finishes, alright? Anne Marie, no, I'm not necessarily tired enough. I hardly sleep because I'm always up doing drawings, but yeah, I'm not necessarily tired right now. I'm going to, I'm just waiting on 8:30 to come before I go. Normally I try to chill, relax on a Sunday because during the week I'm like beat. I go hard during the week, right? Meet with clients. I'm up until probably 12, 1 o'clock a morning time, and then I have to wake up like 5 o'clock in the day, 5 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, Sundays is a day that I really get to really relax and do some work. We shipped a lot of windows to Jamaica. Check reality. Oh, there you go. Is it that you supply, or do you buy those windows for you? Did you buy those for yourself? That's the question. Aluminum windows. I mean, those aren't. You can get decent aluminum windows in Jamaica. You don't really need to go overseas for that. If that's what you're asking for, trust me, you have a lot of manufacturers of aluminum and UPVC windows in Jamaica, and they are really good. You have Alcor, you have Sunlight Windows and Doors, you have Virgins, you have, who else? You have a lot of manufacturers of windows and doors. So as it relates to like aluminum and UPVC, but if you're getting them from China, you know that they're going to be cheap, but not necessarily, you understand? Not necessarily the top of the line. So yes guys, I'm hoping that I can go to that place that I just tell you about for my honeymoon. So you know, if y'all want to support that and get some videos, well, I don't think you'll have to go over to the other channel for that, right? You have to go over to the other channel for that. And yes, I'm engaged to be married. So it's coming up on 8:30. My 1 hour is expiring. Guys, I want to say thank you for coming out and spending the time with me. Right? I want to say big up to yourself. Check reality, big up yourself. Let me see. Only for me, fellow architecture student. Big up yourself. Alright. The logical more. Big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself. Shalom Cameroon, big up yourself. So I'm gonna oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, she said yes, so you know, I'm the lucky guy. Both of us are lucky guys, both of us. But check out Life with Kerry Andre. We're going to be dropping some videos in relation to that, right? We're both excited. We're both young people, and we are trying to do our best to give back, to expand ourselves, to grow. And you guys know how I am already. I am not for the run around lifestyle. I am more of a focus youth that, you know, I have a vision for myself and I'm just working towards it. I'm not the run around type of guy. So I'm gonna, you know, I'm happy she said yes. But guess how I did it? Guess how I proposed though? Let me see who's going to guess that right. Wow, 12 years, that's really nice. Yeah, we're still missing some likes, guys. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, I didn't give you guys any properties today, you know, but stay with me on that one. I'm actually working on that. The person that's supposed to give me is like, you know, it's hard to pin down people, like really pin them down to say, okay, you promised me this, get me this, right? Alright, so how did I propose? Right? I actually what happened was I went to Negril. I went to do a job, right, for a client overseas. So after, normally she and I go do jobs, right? So normally she and I are always on the road at different projects. So I will she will come along with me because, you know, we both enjoy each other's company, and she always tries to support me. But should I really tell you how I propose on this channel? You know what? I took her to a restaurant. No. No, I didn't. You know what? I'm going to send you over to the other channel. I'm going to send you over to the other channel. Go watch the videos over there. We're going to post it. But hint, I went parasailing. So that's a hint. But I'm going to ask you guys to just subscribe to that channel and just watch the videos, right? And you will see, right? You will see. You got life with Vonigi. You propose on Valentine's Day. Wow, nice. I'm not for the Valentine's Day thing, but I like that. That sounds romantic. Really not sure. Literally. No, I mean, come on. You guys gotta go over to the channel and follow that one, man. Come on. Post a link. Alright, I'm gonna post a link to that channel. Alright. The thing is, I'm trying, I don't know, you guys tell me, what do you think? Do you think that I should really involve those type of content on this channel? Because I kind of want to keep this channel to just helping people as it relates to construction, and not necessarily post too much about that aspect of things, right? So what do you think? Do you think that I should be posting that type of content here? Yeah, keep it separate. I agree. I just posted a link in relation to my other channel. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it separate because I've been kind of contemplating that. I've been contemplating that because I kind of what I try to do is I try not to, even though I'm doing business, I rather build relationships with people. Like, even though I'm doing a job for somebody and they have to go do something and there's going to be a delay for an extended period of time, and I understand that because I know how the person is and they're a part of the channel and they're interacting with me, so I have to try and work out the best thing that works for them. So I try to build that relationship with people. So I always try to be open and give you guys a glimpse into what I do, into my life basically. And I think that is why a lot of people are comfortable working with me. But then I think some of the content that I would like to bring on the channel, I think I should keep it separate and not necessarily merge it with this, since this is more of helping people with construction and building, and it's in relation to my business and stuff like that. So that is one of the reasons why I don't necessarily post content in relation to that. So that's why I created the next channel. But I didn't name it Life with AJAWI just yet because we haven't got married yet. So once we get married, we'll change the name back to the AJAWI family, or Life with AJAWI, the AJAWIs. Right? So you guys can let me know. I think I should keep it separate. I don't know what you guys think. The channel is about all of us and what we do. And even so, I want to encourage you guys to, if you guys want to have a link up as it relates to like a live where you guys are involved, as in you guys can call in and we talk, then let us do that. I don't want the channel to be just about me telling you what to do and stuff like that. I want you guys to be involved in it and basically feed off of each other. So if there's an engineer on the channel and you want to speak and we can have a conversation and we see where that goes, I'm always open for that, because I don't know everything and I don't pretend to know everything, and I want you guys to be involved. Alright? Anne Marie, you just subscribed to Life with AJAWI. Thank you. Big up yourself. Guy, but please repost that link for me, right? Repost the link for me. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Right? I'm gonna leave you now. I got over the 1 hour mark. Thanks for subscribing, guys, to the other channel. And before you go, can I, as an individual, check with Parish Council for approval on a development? Actually, the Parish Council does have a list of every development that is approved within the month. They actually send out a newsletter. I get those newsletters. I haven't gotten some in a while, but every single development that is approved, they do post them. I don't remember the link for that, but I know it's there because I've seen it before. I can actually check which development has been approved and where these developments are. Right? I haven't gotten some in a while though. So this pandemic messed up everything. Right? This pandemic messed up everything. Like when drawing used to go for Parish Council and take probably 2 months, right? I know it'll take long because them have reasons for say, oh, the Parish Council, the people in the Parish Council are gonna say, boy, the pandemic, so that joint they have to go pause. so literally, I want to say big up yourself, and I want to say thank you for being very active in this, in the lives, right? Guys, remember, on Sundays we're just talking as a family, right? Big up yourself, Gigi there. Alright, we're just talking as a family, so don't feel shy. Always, just send in the comments and we can adjust them as best as we can, right? Gigi, I'm about to sign off. I'm just giving a little extra time. Right? Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave you now. I'm gonna watch some African show, kick up my foot. What I say? Chat on the phone and just enjoy the rest of the evening, and I hope that you guys do the same. Yes, I got engaged, Gigi. I got engaged. I didn't get a notification. Gigi. I just said it to the channel. I wanted you guys to go over to the other channel, which is Live with Kerry and Dre, and it will be revealed there. We're actually doing counseling now, right? We're actually doing counseling now. You never get a notification? I don't know why, you know. You have to click on the notification bell. Click it once so that you deselect it, then come off of the page, go back on it, and then click it again, right? So that no all caps, guys, remember, no all caps, so that you get the notifications, right? So click off of it and then click it again so that it re-notify you, and then click all notifications so that you get every notification. All right, but thank you for that. I appreciate the appreciation. Yeah, we got engaged, and we're actually doing counseling now. I personally, as a young man, I believe that counseling is a very important part of the process, and that is why we're doing that. We believe in having good mental health, and I think that if a lot of Jamaicans do that, and it even affects returning residents, a lot of these people who are doing these things in Jamaica, trust me, they are not seeking counseling, and they're not seeking the necessary help, and that does affect returning residents as well. So it all ties back. Everything is always linked, guys. You just come check. Yeah, just click the notification bell on the channel and then click all notification, right? So that you get every single notification. Every time I post, you will see it. That's the problem. That's why you're not seeing them. So I'm gonna carry you guys with me on hopefully Thursday when I go to pick up those plans in Black River. Shalom, Cameroon, thanks. I'll try to be as careful as I can while, you know, doing the traveling, especially the pandemic thing, right? But anyways, I'm here blabbering with you guys. The conversation is getting nice for me. So I'm gonna sign out now. I'm gonna leave you guys. Remember, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're overseas and you're about to buy a property, remember, you can always shout me to do your preliminary site investigations for you. That's where I go to the property and look at it and do drone surveys for you, get the necessary information and present it to you in a meeting, and we'll go through it line by line, right? Line by line, so that you guys can make good decisions. And I also do that for during construction. So during construction, I'll visit the site, look at what's going on, look if the building is being constructed according to the drawings, and send you updates, videos, pictures, images, speak to your contractor and stuff like that. Alright, so check out the website www.ajawaconstruction.com. It's on the bottom of the screen, and just make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I do videos just like this one. Alright, see you next Sunday, guys. And if you have a particular topic, just post it and I'll let you know. Alright, me and Anne-Marie wanna be bridesmaid. I guess you have to go talk to Kerry about that. So me not the best man. Guys, make sure you check out my Patreon, right? Or my PayPal. I am taking donations for my honeymoon. I have a wish of going to that place. I even wrote it down on my vision board, you know? I wrote it down on my vision board that's where I would want to go for my honeymoon. But that's expensive. Anyways, I'm gonna leave for now. Love you guys. Stay safe. See you next week. Alright?